Hello, good morning.
Good morning, welcome.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Hello.
I'm speaking with Honorable Emeka Atuma.
That's correct.
Okay, go ahead. We're actually looking at the Democracy Day, which was celebrated yesterday in Nigeria and Abia State. Which way? Are you comfortable with the situation of things in Abia State since the return of civil rule?
Yeah, thank you so much, and I'm very glad to speak through this channel, being that democracy is a government of the people, by the people and for the people. You know, as it affects the entire nation. Yeah, I'm a student of the worst democratic government is usually better than the best military government. So, but I see our democracy in the path of building at the moment, and but then a child that is born more than 22 years ago, you know, should have been preparing to take a wife. I'm talking about a son, you know, to produce another. So it is no longer a thing of comfort to continue to refer our democracy as to be nascent. Is gradually growing, but rather than grow symmetrically with the behavior of the political players, rather it is not going that trajectory. It is actually deteriorating, you know, by the day. It appears that the succeeding governments become worse than the ones that were previous, and that has affected my state, particularly Abia. The people are so disenchanted that they are no longer participating in the democratic process of producing even their own leaders. Reason being that they felt that even after participation, they don't see the result of what they have done to reflect to the result that will be announced. So over time, Abia people have become so disillusioned, disenchanted over participating even in electing people. But I would like to use this channel, this process, to encourage Abiains to remobilize again, and then know there is hope for tomorrow. Okay. That they can bring about change. They can possibly select their leaders by their track record, doing very proper assessment, even if people have to market themselves by our local languages. So that the majority that are illiterates who cannot hear English or hear anything can participate by our own local language and understand who is intending to represent them. It is very important for them to know, assess, and elect somebody they are going to entrust their lives, their welfare, their well-being into his hands. So I believe that Abia would have to be remobilized, and then re-educated, and our people knowing their right, and then standing firm that the power of ballot is stronger than the power of bullet, and they can change any leader at any time.
Okay, one would have wanted to know, you contested for the office of the governor, but didn't actually succeed through the primaries. If, let's assume you were able to scale through, what would you have done differently?
Really, I've actually intended to bring a new breath to Abia. This is my second time of running to becoming governor. I did so in 2007, and I did so now.
Okay.
And the process of selection is dependent on the party. Like you said, party is supreme.
Yeah.
You know, whatever thing they decide, our democracy is not yet on independent candidacy. It have to go through a party platform. So whatever party decides and whoever they select becomes the flag bearer. That does not in any way negate our own input or our interest in bringing things to table that will better the life of Abiains. I've actually shown representations outside government. I represented Iguanoma Federal Constituency. I left office about 14-15 years ago, but my representation didn't end in staying in an office. So you can still speak volumes even outside of office and represent your people appropriately, and they can still see the impact of your representation.
Okay.
So if I were to have made it to become governor, there would have been a new Abia. A new Abia is still possible. A new Abia of integration. A new Abia of people participating in in itself.
Thank you.
And that will be the Abia that will give us growth. That will be Abia that will give us stability.
Okay.
That will be Abia that will give us both material and human development.
Okay, Honorable Emeka Atuma, thank you so much for speaking with us, former aspirant under the platform of APC for the governorship election 2023. Thank you so much, Honorable.
Thank you.
Thank you.